I'm sorry. Lineup changes. Sorry, Bill. You guys spoke with Tuck, correct? Yeah. So that would be the only change there would be on his readiness or not.
Craig and Cole.
Craig and goal. Yep. Yep.
Henry skated this morning. Is that a trend in the right direction? Is he close at all?
Yeah. Every skate he's been progressively better, and there's been no concern for boy, step it back or take a step back. No, he's. I expect him at some point this week to be ready.
What challenge you got with these guys?
Whew, this is the opposite of last night's game. Obviously last night they were extremely content to try to win 1-0. This team is high flying. So for us, it's ability to transition from offense to defense and defense to offense. I mean, the first 1 second is where they beat you in transition, either way, offensively or defensively. They're on you quick, defensively to force a turnover if you're not ready for it, and they transition the other way quick before you're ready to defend. And for that's a real key area for us, and it's a great game for us. I think they play at an extremely high pace. I think the pace is something that's great for our guys to play at that pace. I don't think that's necessarily the challenge. Maybe processing at that pace is something that we could be challenged with here and there. I think every team in the league has been challenged with that when it comes to playing this team.
Don, you walked into their building. You had a 3-0 lead in the first period. What got you that lead? Because they are a good first period.
Yeah, we obviously watched a little bit of film on that over the last 24 hours here, last few days, I should say, and we converted. We converted on our chances. Dylan Cousins had a great game. Vinny Hinestroza had a great game. Gergensons was in the lineup then, and we converted on our chances. Middlestead had a goal that game. I think that was his first game back, the second time, and that was the difference. We definitely, and we had better looks. Last night against a team like that, it's tough to get looks. But when another team's trying to outscore you, when you do get looks, you get a little bit more time and space. And the difference was we had that, and we took advantage of that.
You mentioned your team was also out this morning.
Yeah. Similar to Yokoharu, he has not. Neither of those guys are actually. Zemgus was in a skate with us and was good, and he's continued to progress. So there's been no setbacks at all through the whole process with these two guys now, and they're going to enter practice. We're off tomorrow, the following day, and I expect them to be full go then. And then it's a matter of how they feel conditioning wise and strength wise, battle wise, but they're on the cusp of both being ready.
Don, you have a handful of guys who are close to being ready, and there's only so many roster spots. How tricky is this going to be, considering you've got a couple young guys who come up and are playing well?
Yeah, those are two guys we'll find room for. I mentioned Vinny, and his energy is something we missed at times through the stretch in his absence. And similar with Z, he's got a real good presence on in the game, in our locker room, everything. And then Yokoharu is obviously proven to be worthy of being in the top pair. So, you find room for those guys, and we'll have decisions to be made. But the decisions to put them in are pretty darn easy when you look at it, because we've missed those guys.
Do you have to find room when Miller's ready too, just to get him back on the ice, just to show that he's ready, he's healthy?
I'm sorry, with who, Paul? Miller. Oh, yeah, and we haven't even talked on him. So another pretty good hockey player that we'd make room for right away. Whatever happens with Colin, we want him on the ice sooner than later. We want him in the lineup sooner than later. So another guy we've been missing.
I'm not asking anybody specific, just in general. At this time of year, before a trade deadline, will Kevin have talks with you saying, I'd like to see so-and-so in the lineup or so-and-so here, with the idea of the deadline coming up?
Yeah, I mean, the guys that are going to be traded are in the lineup players anyway. So I don't think we need to really showcase anybody. They're if we're playing our players that are here that we think can help us win that hockey game. And by virtue of that, I guess if teams are interested, they're showcased. But I don't think we would put a player in, just to showcase them. I think the guys we have are, they're in the lineup, so we don't have to run into that. I guess is probably you're making me think about it a little more, and that's how I'm processing it. So, okay, yep.